General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sam's death has left a deep wound, not only in the hearts of her loved ones, but especially in her young son, Danny. For Danny, losing his mother was not just the loss of a beloved family member, but also the loss of the only emotional anchor he had. The boy became lost amidst the custody battles, with Jason, Alexis, and the Quartermain family all trying to make the best decision for his future. Jason, with his boundless love for his son, wanted to win custody of Danny, but he also had to face a dangerous life filled with mafia ties and work with the WSB. The small apartment above Bobby's diner was not a suitable place to raise a child. On the other hand, Alexis, with the heart of a responsible grandmother, also wanted Danny to come live with her. She had the space and the love, but could that soothe the deep pain within Danny? Caught between these choices, Danny seemed no longer willing to stay with anyone. Everything around him now was only suffering. Sam's death not only took his mother away, but also stripped him of his trust in the world. He felt like he was trapped in a conflict where his future was being debated and decided by others. He no longer felt safe or peaceful, whether with his father Jason, his grandmother Alexis, or in the luxurious Quartermain mansion. Danny wasn't just a grieving child, but a wounded soul, unsure of where to find comfort. The immense loss and pain made it impossible for him to open up to anyone, further worrying his loved ones. Everyone wanted to protect him, but Danny felt like there was no true home for him when the scars had not yet healed. In this situation, Danny's future was not only a question of where he would live, but also a journey to find trust and peace amidst life's storms. Alexis and Jason were deeply embroiled in a tense custody battle over Danny, and this had become the source of a major crisis within the family. Each had their own reasons for wanting custody of the boy, but the ongoing tensions and unresolved conflicts between them were placing an immense amount of pressure on Danny. For him, this wasn't just about choosing where to live, but symbolized the cracks and losses he had faced since his mother's death. Jason, despite knowing the dangers of his own life, yearned to care for and protect Danny, hoping to bring his son back into his life. But Alexis, as Danny's grandmother, was no less determined. She believed she could provide a more stable and safe environment for Danny, something Jason couldn't guarantee. Their disagreement was not just about who was more suitable, but also drew in past conflicts, igniting hidden emotions and creating a tense family atmosphere. Amid these heated arguments, Danny grew increasingly frustrated with everything. He no longer felt like the cherished child, but rather a prize in the struggle between two adults. He was exhausted from the tension, the back-and-forth bickering, and felt as though he was trapped in a battle he didn't want to be a part of. Every time he witnessed Jason and Alexis facing off, Danny became more disillusioned and lonely, feeling as though no one truly cared about his feelings. Danny's frustration wasn't just about the custody battle, but also a reaction to feeling abandoned and misunderstood. He felt like he no longer belonged anywhere, as both adults were so focused on their own issues that they forgot he was still dealing with the loss of his mother. This family crisis not only pushed Danny further away, but deepened his emotional wounds, leaving him feeling more lost and disconnected from everything around him. Danny's decision to leave Port Charles and move to Barcelona to live with Jake sent shockwaves through not only his loved ones, but the entire Port Charles community. After the heartbreaking death of his mother, Sam McCall, Danny had experienced deep sorrow and witnessed the endless disputes between his father Jason and grandmother Alexis over custody. To Danny, all these conflicts only left him feeling more lost, unable to find solace from the people he loved most. Choosing to leave Port Charles was his way of escaping the turmoil and seeking a quieter life with his brother Jake. Danny's departure wasn't just a shock for viewers, but also a deep pain for both Jason and Alexis. They had endured tense and exhausting days battling over custody, but deep down, both wanted what was best for Danny. Now, with Danny deciding to leave, both Jason and Alexis realized they hadn't just lost Sam, they were now losing another loved one. For Jason, who loved his son deeply, but had to face a dangerous and unstable life, Danny's departure was a wound that could never be healed. He always wanted to protect his son from the threats he faced in his life of mafia dealings and WSB work, but now found himself powerless to keep Danny by his side. Alexis, with the love of a responsible grandmother, was equally heartbroken. She had hoped Danny could find stability and safety living with her. But now all those hopes had vanished. Alexis had to come to terms with the fact that, despite wanting the best for Danny, the boy had chosen a different path. Danny's departure was not just a physical loss, but also a spiritual blow, as she realized she could not maintain a close connection with her grandson during the most difficult period of his life. Danny's decision to move to Barcelona to live with Jake also marked the official departure of actor Antonyzyn, who portrayed Danny, from General Hospital to focus on his studies. This was a significant decision for Asher, as he chose to pause his acting career to concentrate on education and build a future outside of the entertainment industry. Asher's absence would leave a large gap in the storyline of General Hospital, as Danny had been at the center of many tense plot points and the Morgan family's development. Danny's departure left a sense of emptiness, not only for Jason and Alexis, but for the entire Port Charles community. They had lost Sam, and now with Danny gone, the family's grief deepened even further. Fans were left wondering if Danny would ever return to Port Charles, and whether Jason and Alexis could heal the emotional wounds they carried. But for now, both would have to face the painful truth that Danny, whom they had fought so hard to protect, had chosen to leave and find a different life far away.